Hello, I'm Dan Starkey. I play Commander Strax, and you're watching the Omega Files.
Okay, good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Omega Files. I'm your host, Dr. Freedom. I just want to assure you all that no parrots were harmed in the making of this particular audio. Okay, good evening. We're here to talk about, of course, a nice mix-up between the new and the old, Jago and Litefoot and Strax. Let's get hey there, hi there, ho there's from everybody. Let's start with AJ.
Santaha.
All right, Phillip.
Die, you alien scum. Hello.
William.
Hey, evening, everybody.
Ryan.
Hello, everyone.
And Texas Tim.
Hello there.
Okay, so this is a nice, amusing, it's supposed to be divided up, or kind of, but the way I listened, it kind of felt like it was like a nice 2-hour movie to me. It was just nice, straightforward, and I really enjoyed it. Let's get your guys' thoughts on it. Let's start with Texas Tim. Opening thoughts on this one.
Opening thoughts were that it was very good and it didn't overstay its welcome. You might remember that last week when we were discussing a couple of the box sets, that I feel like sometimes they get a bit padded sometimes because it is a box set. This is just a double CD, and it's paced very well. It's less than 2 hours. It's a lot of fun. I mean, and it was a no-brainer. I mean, once they got the license for the new series, it's pretty obvious because they've had this long-running series now of Jago and Litefoot. It's in the same neighborhood as the Paternoster gang, so why not? Once they got that signatures on the dotted line and whatnot, you get Strax in there, you have a good time. It's a lot of fun.
All right. Up next, Ryan. Go ahead.
Well, I have seen Talons of Wen Chiang, but this is the first audio I've listened to with Jago and Litefoot, and I thought it was an absolute blast of a time. I thought Strax was implemented in there really well. Him, getting shot, and then him, forgetting, and then thinking Jago and Litefoot are Jenny and Vastra, rather. Absolutely fantastic. The acting was fantastic. It was just a really fun 2-hour audio.
Okay, next up, Phillip.
I'm not a big fan of Strax, if I'm honest, but with teaming him up with the Jago and Litefoot in this particular story was quite a good effort. It's funny in many places because obviously Strax has a very comical turn to him, and the two gentlemen, Jago and Litefoot, are quite at ease with him. Which is quite obvious because they've run into many alien things here and there in their time, and but the story overall, I found it a little bit confusing in some parts of the story, but I did listen to it and I did enjoy it, and but there's one thing I do find a bit odd, that Jago and Litefoot are not aware of the Paternoster gang, considering they're in the same timeline and in the same general area, so it's kind of weird because obviously Madame Vastra is known as the Great Detective. How's it then they're not aware of her? But otherwise... No.
I think one of them did mention that they heard of her.
Detective Quick did.
Oh, okay, fair enough. My apologies then. But yeah, it's a good story.
Okay, you up next, William.
This one really blew me away because this is the first time characters from old Who and characters from new Who are actually meeting up. Strax forget his memory, and we get into a lot of comical situations, especially thinking that Jago and Litefoot are Vastra and Jenny. But this was a great, you could say, mystery because not only got to find out how he lost his memory and if we can get it back but some of the murders that's been going around the city. So they didn't do no breaks. You gotta give props for Lisa Bauman because not only for playing Ellie, but she also directed this story. So you got to give, she did double duty there. So you got to give her props for that. But I really hope in time that either these characters meet up again or something can happen that you can have Vastra and Jenny teaming up with Jago and Litefoot because I doubt they will ever meet on TV. So this is the best way to do it. That's what I mean, it really blew me away. I wasn't expecting a good story like this. I was just a regular story, but this one really took me away.
All right, AJ.
I thought it was a fun little romp in the world of New Who and Old Who, like the others have said. Strax was, I think, the comic relief to take over from Jago's little comic relief that he does. Overall, I thought it was brilliant, and it could have worked if you replaced Strax with anyone else as well from the new or old series as well for that little side character who was the trigger element for the story.
Oh, yeah. Played by Carolyn Seymour, Mrs. Maltravers.
Yep.
Yeah, that's kind of weird because in a way, it actually took me a while to recognize her in this one. I was like, okay. Oh, and then I go, okay, now I know that voice because, yeah, I believe she's on the Survivor series and all that stuff.
Wow. Yeah, she's become a mainstay for Big Finish because she was also in the War Doctor set that we just reviewed. So she's like Louise Jameson, she bounces it around and gets a lot of work there, which is cool.
And Lisa Balvin.
Okay, let's open up the floor. Favorite moments. Mine, like I said, mine had to be with you thought the parrot was a Rutan and you interrogated it on stage. That poor lady in the front row is never going to be the same. Parrot. You executed the parrot and the rabbit.
And the rabbit. That was
well, like Will said, it would be great to one day if they bring in the entire gang. That would be interesting. But I'm guessing they would give them their own set first before they would run into Jago. But I have to wonder when they approached this, did they want to do the whole gang at first, or did they just decide to go baby steps with Strax? Or what do you think? Like, I mean, or maybe the actresses weren't available like he is because Strax worked for Big. I mean,
Dan
Starkey works for. Yeah, he works for Big Finish quite a bit as well. He's always the Centauran. He's always popping up hither and thither and other discs doing different voices and stuff. So
yeah, that would have been the easiest route anyway, and would be much more easy to get hold of. So that's why I think they did that. I would have thought they would have sort of like tied in the conversation that he knows the Doctor, because they would have gone, "Oh, you know the Doctor too," that kind of thing.
Well, that's something they could mention, like when they meet up again. They could talk about that.
Yeah, true.
Remember, doing the audios, to my knowledge, Jago and Litefoot has only so far met the 4th Doctor and the 6th Doctor.
Yeah.
So he hasn't met none of the other ones yet. But Strax has met more than one Doctor also. So that'd be weird conversation between those two, between them, because like which Doctor they're gonna be talking about.
Yeah. And the way how Strax describes each Doctor, particularly in that kind of thing that he did with the was it the cinema thing, the cinema show where he's describing.
Well, you could say there's the Strax report.
Yeah, the Strax report. Yeah, but he could say, "Oh, who do you mean? The fat one with whatever it is," he says, and
the coward that almost destroyed Santarans.
Yeah.
Or the one that caused fear to Santarans. So, that'd be a funny to meet them, but that's gonna be weird because I'd rather have them meeting and not have a Doctor show up in the story. I'd rather just have them. Yeah. Because anyway, if they whether it be the Pananasta gang on audio or Jago and Litefoot, and if they was running to a Doctor, I'd rather be other Doctors that I have not met them yet.
McCoy would be good.
Well, it depends, but the one it doesn't make a difference which Doctor it is. I would like to see that story that Madame Vaster said that she was found in the street, homeless and hungry, so we could see which Doctor was that did find her. In my opinion, and this is only me, I don't think it was the Matt Smith Doctor. I think it was one of the past ones.
Yeah.
So I have to either be a 7, 8 Doctor, 6, or 8. One of those three. It's my opinion.
It would have to be Matt Smith because he hadn't come across.
No, this is my opinion because
but in Hungry Earth he didn't. That was the first time he met that particular branch of Silurians.
Yeah, but you gotta remember that she was not that bad. She was another different Silurian that was.
But she
living
looked
in the
exactly
street.
like that.
Yeah, but she's from that same species, but we don't know which doctor it was that found her. I mean, we think it's Matt Smith,
when
but
they-
in my opinion, it's not him.
One at a time, guys. Tim, go
When
ahead.
Well, I was going to say when they were introduced, which was in I think A Good Man Goes to War, they were all paying dues. Like, I mean, they were all being punished somewhat for misdeeds of the past by the Doctor. So remember, Strax was a nurse. I forget what he had Vastra doing, but you get my point. It wasn't. They were his unwilling allies to a certain extent because he kind of had a hold on them, right? Am I mistaken? Or?
Well, I don't think he had a hold on Vastra because when we first see her, she has finished dealing with Jack the Ripper.
Yeah, he was
You know,
stringy.
and he always called her. She always called him her friend. I don't think he had anything over on her. I think she was being thankful that he found her in the street and took care of her for a while.
Like a debt owed to someone.
Yeah.
I think they said
I
something
think that's
about she was going to avenge her brethren because it was a railroad tunnel or something like that, some kind of underground tunnel.
Tunnel.
They stumbled on to her particular nest of Silurians, and apparently, I guess the Doctor found her when she was taking out those workers. If I remember the story correctly. It's been a while since I've watched it.
No, that sounds about right.
Yeah. And that's what he told her, anger is the shortest distance to a mistake and whatnot.
But why remove her from her Silurian brethren and have her exist above Victorian, above ground? Why not
They were
just take her
all
back?
killed.
They all got killed.
They all got killed. Okay.
He was the only survivor. So
Of that particular branch. Okay.
yeah.
And another thing that could happen in the audio is the first meeting between Vastra and Jenny. You know, we see how they first met each other.
You know what that's going to turn out like, Will? I don't know whether I want to.
Ah, please, man, come on, man. You just finished listening to the Torchwood one, and you complain about these two. Give me a break.
Remember when everybody threw a big fit over that kissy poo? Oh, God, they're kissing. God.
It wasn't one.
Yeah, just we could for us to listen to that. And now we gotta go back to Jago and Litefoot again because besides this is to me this is the first audio that I listened of them. So like just last night I listened to the Mahogany Murders.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to get into their range. Or
Oh, so you're
I'm gonna. You can say I'm new into it. I do have the two stories with Colin Baker.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't listen to that because that's into their third or fourth audio season, so I'm gonna wait. So I'm gonna get into them fast, to catch up.
Yeah. What series are they on now? I think series 11.
11. That's when they
11.
run into the master.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's right.
To be fair, though, I would say, though, you could dip in anywhere. You don't really have to listen to them in any kind of order, I wouldn't think. I mean, they do meet doctors and companions along the way, but...
The thing is, when I noticed the covers of their box set, and I think two of them, they meet a lot, Leela, and then I think the fourth or the fifth one, they're with Colin Baker.
Yeah.
They also,
In some sense, you do need to listen to the box sets in some sort of order because some box sets do dovetail into another. Because they've got they have themic arcs in them along the way.
they also met Romana 1.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yes.
In their box set or the one with the fourth Doctor, Justice the Jacksaw.
Yeah. And also, just don't start with the season where they wound up in the 70s.
Yeah,
that's oh god. Oh dear, that was.
Don't start with that one. No.
I couldn't understand. I just, what?
Why, you were there?
Oh.
Yes, I was. My afro was wonderful back then. But,
Your bell bottoms and your platform.
yeah, you know what? They are good in their box sets. I do recommend people who haven't listened to them go and get the Jago and Litefoot box sets. There are good stories in them. Very good.
So let's get back to the story.
Yeah, okay, my apologies.
Okay, let's fade back. All right. Apparently, we've got this, Mrs. Maltravers, who's been popping up here and there, and we got people whose brains, bodies are being found with the brains missing, like the whole top of the head goes on, and it just goes into a deeper mystery from there, only to find out this poor thing has been doing all this for nothing.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of the what do you call those creatures in New Who that are using body parts?
Clockwork robots.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what it reminds me of. It reminds me of that she's using a brain part to power a ship or something. It's
Yes.
like,
Now sometimes she kept using that same math test.
yeah, to see how intelligent you are. Yeah.
Even though she did a mistake, including the number one.
Well, apparently Strax wasn't bright enough. Neither was Ellie. So
But Ellie was smart because she sensed something was there, especially in the supposedly haunted house. She sensed something there. I like that character. I wish they gotta use her more often because she could sense some stuff pretty good.
Eddie's quite a fun character to listen to. I must agree, and I wish they would bring her into a live Doctor Who TV episode or something, just to have her go around. Yeah, what we're going on here, Doctor? It's cool.
You'd be like, you better get that bucket to that guy over there in the corner throwing up.
Yeah.
That character name is McLaughlin. Man, you got to clean him up.
Yeah, but Ellie Hickson is such. I love Ellie. She's gotten to be a little bit a bit more and more here and there throughout the whole Jago and Litefoot thing. She just started off as a side character that Lisa Bowerman did. The cockney, but she's become so damn popular. She's become a more, especially in this story, she's a very integral part of it because she's actually out with them in it.
You got to give her credit. She got two characters that are very popular. You got to give her props. You got the Ellie and archaeologist.
Like I said, I never realised that was her playing Ellie at all. I never realised until you informed me of it. I wouldn't have thought. That's a totally different character to Benny. It's wonderful, though.
I had no idea either till I was interviewing her. She dropped that bomb on me. I'm like, no.
Oh, wow, really?
It was just like a couple days before because I was doing the research for it, and I had to bring it up with her because I'm like, I had no idea till like this week that you were Ellie Hickson.
And there wasn't putting her name in the box sets.
Well,
I never read the credits half the time.
Yeah.
9/10 of the time, I get it. I stick it on the phone. It comes to work with me, and I listen to it there.
There you go. Yeah.
So I don't get a whole lot of chances to read the credits half the time. So, okay, come on. A lot of good parts in this one. Anyone got?
Well, him going into the Jago and Litefoot house and hitting the wall. Said, "Where's the door?"
Yeah, that's it. I like that as well.
Someone has stolen the kitchen.
I'm like,
just the fact that it takes him a while to get used to calling them sir or instead of madam. He's insisting,
and he was starting.
That's Vastra and Jenny.
I love that he was starting to really piss Ellie off by calling her boy. You boy.
He called her a lad.
Yeah,
lad. He said, "I'm not a lad. I'm a lady." He said, "Really?" He's like, "Yeah." You're like, give him even though we're hearing it, you can tell she got upset. Like, "Yes, I'm a lady. What are you talking about?"
Yeah.
My favorite part was when they're on the spaceship near the end, and Strax goes, "Oh, look, the human brain is very small."
I just have to have this fragmentation grenade.
Yeah, look, he had one on him to deal with that.
Go ahead, AJ.
I was going to say, I was hoping he was going to use that acid line from Doctor Who. Melt them with acid.
That's what they got to make another one, man. These three got to team up another mystery or something.
Well, has there been any announcement? Does anybody know what they're planning next?
Entirely.
You mean the Jago we know is them running to the Master.
Yeah. Series 11 is going to involve Jeffrey Beavers as the Master, somehow being there in London, and they have to deal with that particular incarnation.
The Crispy Master.
Yeah.
As for like them crossing over like that, like we were talking about before we started recording. Next week they're going to be in California and I forgot the name of that convention. And they're gonna make an announcement from Big Finish, whether it's about them.
Oh, okay.
Whether it's about them or another river or something. Wait till next week to find out.
Okay. One.
Yeah,
Okay.
yes.
The big rumor is apparently there's some kind of countdown going on the Doctor Twitter page. Allegedly, you might find out who the companion is, but
okay.
It would be a bit early days for that kind of announcement.
Yeah, I don't want that. I better hear some big finish announcement.
It could just be because they're going to start filming soon, and they want to get the cat out of the bag for the
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's how they're going to.
Okay, so back to the story. Come on, there's a lot of funny ass stuff in here.
There is a lot of funny stuff, but a lot of it went over my because it's very wordy kind of one. There's a lot of chat going on, and not for me a lot of action. You know what I mean? So you have to really concentrate what's going on. And we
remember in the beginning when that lady ran into him, even though he walked away because she did ask him a question, and that was it.
Mm-hmm.
and then she zapped him. She zapped him, and that was he was by himself. But lucky he wasn't killed on that.
And that's where they found him.
Yeah, that's when they ran into him.
Yeah, I think the one unsung character in there is Sergeant Quick, because he's getting up there, up in the ranks now, so he's popping up more often than not. So I'd like to say that he's a good character too, even though he's a very minor role in these stories.
Is he a regular in the Jago and Litefoot series? Like, is he kind of like their Lestrade?
Yeah, he is regular. Isn't he the same person that play Sergeant Quick in the actual Tons of Wings Triangle? I'm sure he is.
Conrad Asquith.
That was his name. Let me check.
That's the guy who plays Inspector Quick. Yep.
Well, yeah, that's in the audio. Did he do it in the TV?
I have not a clue.
I'm not sure whether that's the same guy. I'm not sure.
So I'd have to look that one up on a later date. Sorry, footnote.
Okay.
Google it.
Google it.
Okay, Ryan, you've been bursting. You've been smiling. Name one of your parts. You've been a little bit quiet.
I mean, Strax is always a funny character, even though sometimes I think the character himself is a little hard to bear, but I guess that's just in his nature. Any time Strax just be casually violent is good for me. But yeah, like as the guys were saying before, it's kind of hard to pick specific moments from this thing because, I can't off the top of my head pick one.
Okay, anyone else?
Well, the weird one. This is a funny one. You know how when Jago and Litefoot goes to the bar, where Ellie's at. It seems one of them is always paying. It's paying out of his pocket, and then another one is putting it on a tab.
Yeah,
and that's accumulating a lot. I said, wait a minute, these guys always talk like aristocrats like that. I said, wait a minute, this guy have money to pay? He got to put it on a tab and or let his partner pay for it.
Well, yeah, but one's a doctor who probably earns a lot of money, and the other one's a theatre proprietor. So he probably gets a lot of money.
He owns a theater.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He makes money.
That's an ongoing gag that he's always broke. He's always broke, Jago.
Yeah.
It reminds me of somebody we know.
Oh, no. I don't know what you're talking about.
AJ's got his hand up. Go ahead.
Yeah, I just looked up. Sergeant Quick is the same actor from the Talons of One Chang, Conrad Asquith.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
So there you go.
Not bad.
Nice to hear he's in back with it. It's just amazing to me. These guys first got together all the way back. Let's see, what year was that? That was 77. 77?
Yeah.
So that.
It was 74.
Yes.
No. 77.
No. Talons of Wing Chang when Leela came in, so it had to have been around 77.
Yeah.
So, and
the funny. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say this is one of these guys. Two characters first met, and they just came back. And this particular adventure, the Companion Chronicle, was so powerful, so popular, and it's just led into now going on 11 series plus this. It's just amazing. Oh, go ahead, Tim.
Well, I was just going to say that also for a double act from that episode, I don't think they actually meet until episode 5 out of 6.
Yep.
which is amazing that they have that cred over the years of being a double act, even though for most of the episode they're playing in two different, sections of the story.
Mm.
So it's good on Big Finish, because it was just a companion chronicle two-parter that started the whole thing, and they said, you know what, let's just make it a series, and look how long it's gone now. It's like 2 box sets a year, so they're about to have series 11. It's amazing.
Yeah.
The power of Phillip Hinchcliffe. Okay, anyone else? Go ahead. Floor is wide open.
At the beginning of the story, when Strax is first in the bar and he's got like a dog pile on him, he's still trying to fight.
Yeah. I still don't get how the general populace don't look at him and go, "What the are you?" Because he's not human, and they just.
Phil, you gotta remember. Oh, sorry.
No, remember he's wearing that suit.
Yeah, the butler suit. But even still, his facial, his visage is not as, pleasing as.
Yeah, but everybody's in the pub. Nobody, and they're drinking their head off. They sing doubles, triples, big elephants, looking for corners to throw up on, man. So, these tracks, they think it's just normal.
You got to remember also, it's Victorian London too, so people did have weird deformities and whatnot back then. It wasn't.
Yeah, that's true. The freak shows and all that. You're right.
So
you're right.
He could have been just a freak show, sideshow sort of thing.
You're right. I take that on board.
That probably be a story that he get kidnapped for a freak show.
They did that with Silhouette, the book. There was a freak show.
Well, they could get John Hurt in. John Hurt could come in and play the Elephant Man again.
That's not nice.
They also did that in
Well, they did that to Curry's
Other Lives.
Other Lives.
Yeah.
That's right. They did,
Yeah. For your entertainment, enlightenment, and edification.
Oh, you remember? Good going.
Oh, yeah.
Appreciate.
Okay, well, we've gone on about it for almost a half hour now. Let's go ahead and let's rate this sucker. Okay, let's start with Magic Pointer. Ooh, doesn't matter. Phillip, out of 10.
I'm going to rate this a decent 9 out of 10 because it is a good story, even though, like I said, some of it were too wordy. And I did enjoy it, and it was nice to have a bit of comedy wrapped around it. So, yeah, 9 out of 10.
Okay, Texas Tim, out of 10.
Wordy is good. I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10 because it's just 2 hours and it's fun. It goes by quick. It's hilarious. It's just wow. I really dig it as a one-off story.
Okay, AJ.
I'll give it a 9.5 out of 10. It was a brilliant story, and Strax did an awesome job for the comic relief.
Okay, William.
I gotta give this a 9 out of 10. And like I said, I was really shocked that they did this team up, and I was nervous of ordering it, but I'm like, should I get it? Should I not? So I never got into the Jago and Litefoot, but I'm glad I did because of it. I'm getting into the Jago and Litefoot, and I hope these three meet up again, or the rest of the Paternoster gang get into Big Finish.
All right, and Ryan.
Well, I don't think I can give it a 10. We'll go a solid 8. I really enjoyed this one. It's just, it doesn't have the 10 out of 10 factor for me.
Okay, I'm going to give it a solid 9. I really enjoy this one. I like popping in every now and then. It's nice to see, a character from the new series who just happens to be in that exact same time frame, getting a chance to interact with a pair of other characters who are right in that same area. And I'm really hoping sometime in the future they do manage to get, Jenny and Strax into this, Jenny, Strax, and Vastra all together with Jago and Litefoot. I would really enjoy, listening to it.
You think? Here's a question. You think since they was able to do two different, you could say, time characters and get them together, besides what's coming out in a few months of old classic Doctors and new monsters, you think they'd be able to do something like this again with other characters meeting up from different time periods? And I'm not even counting the Doctor. I don't want to get the Doctor. I meant other characters.
Well, in World of Big Finish, we did have Vienna ran into Bernice Summerfield.
Yeah.
So
that was the best thing about that, actually.
Yeah. It's a big universe.
That's why I want Bennett to meet up with her son.
So
Punch up.
oh well. So while you're all sitting on the edges of your seat, join us next week as we come back to take a look at Boom.
Oh, yes, please.
Yes, this one right here. Third Doctor Adventures box set, the volume 1, Prisoners of the Lake and Havoc Empires. We went over this one on another program a while back, but the thing is that one got lost in a shuffle, so we're going to do this one on the Omega Files for next week. We're going to have a little talk about this one.
Yes, please. Okay.
Oh.
So next week, we're going to do, Third Doctor Adventures Volume 1. Okay, but until then, everybody, sit back, enjoy the ride. And it's only, how many months till we get a new episode of Doctor Who? Good night.